Once upon a time, a woodcutter and his two children lived at the edge of the forest. The children's names were Hansel and Gretel. Their mother had died when they were babies. Their father remarried, but their new mother did not like them very much. Every evening, she pressured their father, saying that these children were a burden and that they needed to be sent away. One day she made a plan and told her husband about it. Hansel overheard the whole conversation. Knowing that his stepmother planned to take them to the forest and leave them there, Hansel gathered pebbles from the garden and put them in his pocket. The next day, their father and mother took them deep into the forest and told them they would come back. Their plan was to leave them there and get rid of them, but they didn't realize one thing. Hansel had lined the path with the pebbles he had collected in his pocket along the way. They followed the stones and found their way back home. Their father was very happy to see them because he was very sorry for leaving them there. Their stepmother, however, was not happy at all. This time, their stepmother locked the door while they were sleeping at night. Hansel couldn't collect pebbles. When they left the house in the morning, he didn't eat the bread his father had given him and dropped crumbs along the way. He didn't realize something, but the birds ate the crumbs, and the way back was lost. Their mother and father disappeared again, saying they would return. Hansel and Gretel wandered around the forest hungry for several days. Just when they had given up hope of finding food, a house made of chocolate and cookies appeared in front of them. They immediately ate a piece of the house. At that moment, an old woman came out of the house. She invited them inside and gave them lots of food. The inside of the house was not as fancy as the outside. On the contrary, it was very scary. Behind the iron door, there was a lot of gold. The old woman was actually a witch, and her plan was to feed these two children and then eat them. When she saw that Hansel had seen the gold, she locked him in a cage. She forced Gretel to cook food and give it to Hansel. Hansel poured the food he was given onto the side of the cage, so he didn't gain weight. A few days later, the witch realized what was happening and decided to eat Hansel, who was now thin. She told Gretel to light the oven. Gretel lit the oven, but she had a plan. She called the witch over and told her the oven wasn't heating up. When the witch leaned over the oven, Gretel pushed her in and closed the oven door. After getting rid of the witch, she let Hansel out of the cage. Hansel and Gretel took the witch's gold and ran away from the house. They ran so fast that they reached their home without even realizing it. When they arrived home, they found their father crying in front of the door. Their father was very happy to see them and told them their stepmother had left. Hansel and Gretel told him what had happened and gave him the gold. Now, no longer poor, the woodcutter and his children lived a very happy and joyful life.